Using ChatGPT or Claude is not what I mean about AI business native operations. That might be the most important distinction for founders right now. One is a tool, the other is an operating model and system. And if you confuse the two, you can feel very busy with AI while your business still works in exactly the same old way. And that's what I discovered. A lot of people are using AI now. They ask it to write emails, they ask it to summarize documents, they ask it for ideas, posts, scripts, replies, and plans. That's useful, and I'm not dismissing it. But if we are honest, and if you're honest with yourself, that is still mostly personal productivity. It helps one person move faster on one task. AI native operations are different. They ask a bigger question. How should the business itself work now that AI can read, write, summarize, classify, route, draft, analyze, and also remember? That is the shift I am making inside my business at Million Plus. The starting point was not, how do we use ChatGPT more? The starting point was, where is the business leaking value because information is scattered? Follow-up is manual, content is slow, and too much context sits in individual people's minds. That is a very different question. Let me put it simply. If you use AI to write an email faster, that's helpful. If your business automatically identifies a serious inquiry, captures the key details, logs it into the CRM, drafts the right follow-up, notifies the right person, and keeps the history available for the next conversation, that is operational change. It's transformational change. I'm doing it, I'm living it, and I'm learning it. If you use AI to write one LinkedIn post, that's helpful. If one client question or one YouTube video becomes an article, a long-form script, a short-form script, an Instagram carousel, a LinkedIn post, an X thread, and a knowledge base update, that is a content system. If you ask AI to summarize a meeting, that's helpful. If every important meeting adds new decisions, objections, client language, and strategy into the company knowledge base, so the next output is smarter, that is a feedback loop. That, for me, makes a real difference. The tool is not the transformation. The workflow, the system is the transformation. And I have Dan Martell to thank so much for learning and educating me on his elite training program about systems, the importance of systems, AI automation systems. In my business at Million Plus, we are building around this idea of an AI native operating system. It's a layer. That means the website, the dashboard, the CRM, our WhatsApp agent, our email monitoring, web chat, voice experience, listing agent, content engine, outreach data, and reporting should not be disconnected pieces. They should feed into each other. A lead should not disappear because it came through the wrong channel or someone forgot. A client should not have to repeat themselves because the context was stuck in a WhatsApp thread. A team member should not have to ask the founder the same question every week because the answer was never turned into usable knowledge. A good piece of content should not die as one article when it can become a week of distribution and knowledge sharing. A campaign open should not be treated as a vanity metric if it became a signal of commercial intent. And that is what I mean by AI native. It's not about more tools. It's about fewer gaps. The first level AI as an assistant, that is where most people start. And it is fine. The AI that helps you write, think, summarize, or brainstorm. But the second level is AI as workflow support. Now, AI is helping with repeatable processes. It captures an inquiry, drafts a response, produces meeting notes, creates content variants, or classifies messages. The third level is AI as an operating level. It's your system. Now the AI is connected to your business context. It knows your tone, your rules, your clients, your workflows, your CRM fields, your escalation points, your reporting needs, and your content pillars. That is where the real leverage begins. But there is a warning here. You cannot become AI native if your underlying business is messy and you refuse to look at it. AI will not magically fix a poor process. It will often expose it. If your CRM fields are unclear, AI will expose that. If nobody knows when a lead becomes a deal, AI will expose that. If your team uses 3 different definitions for the same client stage, you've guessed it, AI will expose that. If all important decisions require the founder because nothing is documented, AI is going to expose that. But it's not a bad thing, it's just one of those benefits. The process of becoming AI native forces you to clarify how your business should work. For example, when When we looked at lead qualification, we had to define what information matters: name, contact details, asset type, value, urgency, finance requirement, location, the timeline, the sensitivity, and the escalation reason. When we looked at email monitoring, we had to define the difference between a real client inquiry, lender product marketing, a newsletter, spam, operational correspondence, and legal compliance risks. When we looked at content, we had to define the tone, the topics, the audience, the commercial priorities, and the formats we actually wanted to publish. That is operational discipline. AI makes that discipline more valuable because once you define the rules, the system can help apply them repeatedly. This is why I think the next few years will reward founders who learn to orchestrate AI rather than simply use it. You have to become the conductor, the person that understands and masters AI so you can control the future and control your business. The advantage will not go to the person who knows the most prompts. The advantage will go to the person who understands their business well enough to turn it into workflows, context, rules, and feedback loops. That is also why human judgment becomes more important, not less. AI can do so much. It can draft, it can classify, it can summarize, it can recommend, it can remind. AI can produce options, but the founder still has to decide what matters. The advisor still has to review the client situation. The team still has to apply judgment. The business still has to take responsibility. That is the model I now believe in. AI does the structured work around judgment. Humans keep the judgment. If you want to know whether your business is really becoming AI native, ask yourself this question: has AI changed where your information goes? Has AI changed how follow-up happens? Has it changed how the team accesses knowledge? Has AI changed how your content is produced and distributed? How your leads are captured and escalated? How do you review performance? If the answer is no, you are probably just using tools. If the answer is yes, you are starting to change the operating model and your system. In the next video, I will talk about the founder bottleneck and why the biggest risk in many businesses is not the market, the economy, or AI itself. It is how much still lives in the founder's mind. If that resonates, subscribe and follow the series. And as always, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.